Hello, everyone. I'm Daniela, and I was drawn to do this video today, holding so much love for each and every one of you in this here now moment. There is so much going on in the world, so much out of our control, so much change, and we have only one thing within our control, and that is us. So I felt really drawn to connect in and to speak to how you can show up this year in the face of what we have been through and what is yet to come. And learn to hold yourself through this. We're so programmed and conditioned through the media, through society, to be in a space of fear or anger. There's a lot of manipulation going on, a lot of control, and these emotions are going to come up. As humans, we don't like change. We don't like the unknown. This instability, this uncertainty is really creating a massive fear response or stress response within our bodies, within our system. So how can you navigate this? How can we hold ourselves through this so that as we move forward, we have done so much work. For those of you that are aware, know what I'm speaking about, even some of my clients who aren't fully open, for lack of a better word, have an awareness that something has shifted and changed. And we are raising ourselves to this higher level of consciousness, this higher level of living, of feeling, of being. And so that's what this is about, How can we hold ourselves at a higher vibration? How can we navigate these lower frequencies, these challenges, these fears, these obstacles at the highest possible level of consciousness that we can? And no matter where you are at in your personal lives, in your personal development, in your consciousness, we all have the power and the potential and the ability to do this. And this is what I'm talking about. So when we feel an emotion, our whole body responds. There is a brain-body connection that we hold, or that our bodies contain. So what we think, we feel, and that goes into all the cells of our bodies. As we move through this, we have the choice. We have the power to choose whether you allow your body to keep experiencing these lower vibrational emotions of fear and anger and resentment, or you can choose to shift and transmute that into the higher vibrational frequencies of love, compassion, non-judgment. And in doing this, through the realm of quantum physics, we have the power to shift reality, which is what we've been doing. We have been holding a high vibrational frequency. We have shifted and raised ourselves in the level of consciousness that many of us hold. And in that, there have been some changes that have happened. We can't really see them right now on the physical plane, and that's okay. But when we trust, when we know that we are creating change, change will happen. We have the power to create our own reality, and where your attention goes, your energy flows. So where are you going to choose to place your attention and your energy? Where are you going to choose to hold yourself in a way that for the future of our children, we're creating a consciousness and a humanity and a collective that is sustainable and loving, and without this control and manipulation that's going on at the moment. So as you're feeling these emotions within you, as you feel your body respond to something you're thinking or feeling, that stress response, the increased heart rate, the tension in your body, allow yourself to feel it, but take a step out of that and connect into your heart. We all have this. We all have this ability. And for some, yes, our hearts have become closed out of a self-protection. But now is the time to open your hearts, to trust, to connect to nature, connect to the greater consciousness of what we are holding now. Feel that ball of anger within you move into your heart space and shift. However you need to see it, however you need to visualize it, however you need to feel it. Everyone's individual in how they can do this. There's a number of ways I've learned over the years. There's the idea of having like a platter in front of you, and every thought and feeling that you have that's of low vibration, that's holding you back, that's holding you down, that's shifting your frequency, that's creating this negative energy within you, you can place it on that and just offer it up and surrender it and release it from your energy field. You can imagine a figure of 8 moving in front of you through your heart space and out the back, like a conveyor belt. So the front, it's just going to collect all that, whatever, anger, frustration, fear, resentment. Put it on the conveyor belt, then allow it to move through your heart space. And then as it moves around the back of you, see it shifting and changing and morphing into light, into expansion, into love. Allowing it to come back around and then back into your heart and feel your heart expand. A very dear friend of mine speaks about turning the poison into your power, and that's a beautiful way of doing it. You're turning that poison of those lower vibrational frequencies and energies and emotions back into your own power. Feel your heart expand. Feel your energy body expand. However you need to imagine this or visualize it, create your own. But every day, every moment if you can, but at least every day, reflect on the day, check in, what's come up, what emotions came up for you that you can transmute and shift, and then think about how you might deal with it differently the next day. To raise our consciousness, we need to no longer be giving attention and energy to those low vibrational frequencies, because that is what's feeding the dark. We need to be feeding the light. And this is not about all love and light. We're not spiritually bypassing any emotions here. We're actually allowing ourselves to feel them. We need to feel. We need to move through. Shadows might come up. We need to move through those shadows. And there's a lot of support out there. I'm here to support you through that if that's what you choose. I would be honored. But irrespective, we are no longer dancing in the love and light of nothingness. We have to honor that which we feel, no matter what it is, without judgment, without attachment, with just love and compassion. Allow it to come up and feel it, because we're human. We're going to feel these things. What is going on is scary. What is going on is frustrating. But no longer are we to give that aspect of what's going on in the world any more energy and attention from us. It is time for us to come together as a collective to raise the vibration and frequency of what we can hold individually and connected. I actually see these golden threads connecting each and every one of our hearts. And I see it kind of encapsulating the whole planet. So imagine every time I, for instance, practice the space of unconditional love, holding this high vibration and frequency, transmuting any of these emotions I'm feeling or I'm feeling for the collective. And my heart expands and this golden thread becomes activated, switched on, I don't know. It's going to then feed through and connect to everybody else's heart. So imagine if all of us are doing that. Imagine all of us are activating, expanding, and opening our hearts, transmuting all this dark, heavy, dense energy, emotion, experience that we are experiencing. And we hold the reality within ourselves of what we as a collective are creating in this consciousness, in this now moment. A life of freedom, a life of connection, a life of acceptance and non-judgment. We are always going to have different views and opinions, and that is 100% okay. But can you accept that, and can you allow that without continuing to give energy to this duality and separation that's being created in our reality and in our world? Can you allow, oh, that person thinks and feels like that. That's great. I think and feel like that. How different is that than you reacting and defending and fighting for something that you cannot change? Whereas if you can step back and hold love for that person and support that person and allow them to be who and what they are, and they see you in terms of who you are, that is how we create change. Because over time, they will notice. So I got a bit distracted there. But how can you, in this now moment and every now moment, check into what's going on within your body temple, connect into your heart, and shift and transmute anything within your energy field, within your reality, within your life, within your mind. Create this heart-mind congruence. Live through the heart, transmute and shift, and open yourself up. Try it. Challenge yourself for this week. Every time you feel this feeling, don't judge yourself for it. We're human. Feel it, step back, transmute it. Notice how your relationships around you are going to shift and change. Notice how your approach to your days, to your morning, is going to change. Being in the space of expansion and unconditional love is beautiful. It's not easy. We're creating change in major, long life, long-standing habits and programs and conditionings. But it's time for us to change them. This year, so much has happened last year, and this year is for us to keep riding and moving through it, but at a higher level of consciousness. So give it a go. Reach out. I'm here to support you. Know that you're loved and you're held and you're supported, and we are all connected. I'm so excited for what this year is to bring. Thank you for being here, and I will speak to you soon. Much love.